We have the latest edition of Back Tech here today. Thank you for joining in. Today we're going to be doing a little bit of Apple repair by replacing your MacBook Air battery. While the MacBook Pro has a easier way of replacing the battery, the MacBook Air is a little bit more difficult. So what you can do is you can go up here to the battery here, and normally it should say how much you have remaining, your power source, and then if you need to replace your battery, it should tell you that the battery needs to be replaced. You can also tell if your battery drains very quickly. Typically, the battery will last a good 3 to 4 hours on a good running battery. So what we're going to do is guide you through the steps. Right now I'm screwing the 8 2.6 millimeter 5-point pentalobe screws, and now I'm unscrewing the 2 9 millimeter pentalobe screws. And this is essential to make sure you have the two different drivers for these type of screws, the 9 millimeter 5 pentalobe screws and the 2.6. These are very essential in order to get these unscrewed. You cannot use a typical screwdriver, folks. That will not work. So you carefully lift off the panel there and you can see the underside. When removing the battery, make sure you grab the clear plastic tab attached to the battery connector and pull it toward the front of the MacBook Air. Do not lift up. That will destroy your motherboard, and your motherboard will not get power, and it will be destroyed. Emphasis on being destroyed. Right now I am unscrewing 3 6.3 millimeter T5 Torx screws. So those are the 3 on the top, and then 2 2.4 millimeter T5 Torx screws. And now you want to be careful and keep track of where the screws are going to go back, because you're going to do everything in reverse. So you lift off the old battery here, as you can see. So then you put in your new battery. Put it in the connector parallel to the board and place it in. Make sure everything is placed in properly. Everything seems to be in place. So now you're just going to put the screws in back in reverse order. All of the Torx screws, the 6.3 millimeter T5 Torx screws and the 2.4 millimeter T5 Torx screws. Make sure you put everything back in the right place. And so you want to keep aware that the motherboard is there, and do not nick or try to mess up any part of the motherboard. You can use an air duster in order to get some dust, but that's about it. So you carefully put the bottom back on, and you just put in the Torx screws in reverse order as we had done before. And it's a good idea to try to put the screws right next to where you had put them, so then you can just simply go back around and put them back in. So now here, as you can see, you can look at the number of cycles you have using this widget here that we have on the MacBook Air, and you can tell what the health is and how much charge it has, and you should have a better charge and lower number of cycles. It's a brand new battery. You should have 0 cycles, meaning that every time you do a full charge and disconnect from the power supply or disconnect from the wall, then you should have a full cycle after that. Thanks for tuning in for a new edition of Back Tech. We will have more videos and reviews and tech reviews as well. And now we will go out with style.